welcome to today's video. I am so excited to bring this video to you. If you find yourself confused on what's the best way to start bringing in new leads into Dubsado, if you find yourself wondering how do you do this inside of your client process to kickstart your automated process, definitely stick around, because in this video I am actually going to share with you the main entry points for bringing in new leads into your automated process. So my name is Nicola Melinda. If you're just finding me for the first time, a massive warm welcome. The She Talks Systems channel is all about helping you refine your processes using Dubsado and ClickUp in your business. So in today's video, I'm going to answer 3 questions for you. I'm going to share with you the 2 forms that you definitely will be able to use to kickstart your automated lead capture or inquiry process. I'm going to answer the question whether clients should book a call with you first, or if you should have them fill out a form. And I'm also going to help you figure out what's the best option if you still use external apps for your scheduling, for your discovery calls, and you still want to bring those people into Dubsado. So definitely stick around. This is going to be a great video to help you enhance your process for your client management. So the first point that I want to walk you through is which forms will help you to bring new leads into Dubsado. Now, Dubsado has a few different form types that you can use for your client management process. And the main form that you will use, especially for new leads, is what we call the lead capture form. Now, the lead capture form is better known as your inquiry form. It's the form that you will be able to share on your website, on your social media channels. You might share this in emails. This form has 2 ways where you can share it. So inside of the form, there is a share button at the top. You're provided with an embed code, which can be used on your website or landing page, but also you have a direct link, which means that you can share that link. Someone can click it, fill out their details, and be brought into Dubsado as a new project. Now, the great thing about the leads capture form is that you can attach workflows to this form. Now, there are 2 ways for you to do this. The first is in the settings of the lead capture form. And if you have a very standard inquiry process, i.e. you allow people to fill out a form and you send an email to invite them to book a call, you can have a very standard workflow created and attached to the lead capture form. So that automates your process. So every time someone fills out that form, they're put through that workflow and you don't have to lift a finger. It's amazing. The second way you can attach a workflow to the leads capture form is actually through what the form has a workflow question. Now, this is a great alternative to the conditional logic that Dubsado forms actually don't have. So the workflow question allows you to ask a question which looks like a drop-down question, and it could be a question such as, what service are you interested in? How soon do you wish to start working with us? Are you ready to start working with us? Those are just some examples of questions you might ask. Dependent on the answer that your client provides, you will be able to set up separate workflows that sends out a more tailored response to that prospect. So, for example, if you're asking a services-based question and perhaps you do a retainer, an intensive service, and then you have a group program, for example, you might have a different response for each client based on how they respond, on how they want to work with you. This is a great way for you to start segmenting your leads and organizing your leads in a better way in Dubsado. So this is a great way for you to manage your workflows, manage your leads, and still keep things automated as well. So that's the lead capture form. There is a second form that you can also use to bring prospects into Dubsado. And not a lot of people use this form. It's called the public proposal. Now, in Dubsado, we're very familiar with building and creating beautiful proposals. The proposal form allows you to actually sell packages, sell your offers, sell your services through this form. However, you can turn that form into a public form. I like to call this a booking form because that just differentiates how you're using it. Now, the way that you will create a public proposal is you'd still create a proposal form under the proposal field. However, you need to have at least 3 questions on that form. You must ask for their first name, for their surname, and for their email address. As long as you have all of those questions and they are required fields, you can then select the option in the settings of the proposal form and ask it to open up a project. And you can then use that as a public proposal, meaning that the grayed out shared box at the top of the form is now active. You can then use that box to grab the embed code. You can also grab a direct share link. What's great about the public proposal is then again, you can attach a workflow to it. So you can again bring leads through an automated workflow. You can share this publicly in emails, in your social medias. So if you have a set package, which you don't actually need to do a sales call as such, for example, you could then book your services, gather payment straight away. This is a really efficient way of managing a booking process with your clients without having to hold up the process through you needing to vet the clients before or prepare a proposal before. This could be a very standard booking form, sales page, however you want to call it, but your clients are instantly brought into Dubsado from filling out that form. And you can absolutely add additional questions as well. It doesn't have to be just those 3 questions, but they are required in order to turn that into a public proposal. If you want me to do a tutorial on how to create a public proposal, drop a comment below and let me know in this video, and I will definitely get that together for you. Those are the 2 forms that you would need to have in order to kickstart your automated inquiry process in Dubsado. So next you might be wondering, well, do I allow a client to book a call first and then fill out a form? Now, some people do prefer this because it feels much more efficient. Now, in my business, I have definitely tried both methods, and both methods of having a client fill out a form and then invite to book a call versus allowing people to book a call first. Both methods work well for my business, but for your particular process or business, it may be better suited to just have your calendar open and available with a form attached. This is the process that I feel a lot of service providers are more accustomed to using. How does this then work inside of Dubsado? So previously we spoke about the lead capture form, and once that's been completed, using the workflow to send out a scheduler to clients to ask them to book a call. The benefit of doing that is that the scheduler is attached to the workflow, and once it's attached to the workflow, you can then map actions against that scheduler. So for example, if I use the workflow and send schedule as an action, send that out, I can then say map actions after the appointment has ended or before the appointment takes place. If I have a client book a call with me first and they fill out my lead capture form, I am not able to map my actions in the workflow against the appointment that is booked. That's the only drawback using the Dubsado scheduler outside of the workflow. So if it's really important for you to have actions mapped against the appointment, I definitely recommend keeping the scheduler within the workflow, therefore allowing clients to fill out your form first. If you don't have a preference and it's absolutely fine for clients to book a call, then what you can do is attach your preferred form. I definitely recommend the lead capture form, attach that to your scheduler in the advanced settings, and then clients can book a call, fill out their information. You still have their information coming into Dubsado. You can still have a workflow attached, but in that workflow, I would definitely have an approval action on any emails that are going to be sent out. The reason I say this is because you are not going to be able to understand when the appointment's taking place. You won't be able to map that in the workflow. So what if you use external apps, for example? So you don't use a Dubsado scheduler, but perhaps you use an external scheduler, but you still want to bring in new leads into Dubsado so that they can also go through an automated workflow. So this again is absolutely possible. And the way that you would do that is by making use of a platform I love and recommend, which is Zapier. Zapier is a third-party platform that connects external apps so that they can communicate and work together. So this ensures that your process stays seamless and automated as much as possible. So for example, if you have your external scheduler and Dubsado, you want to ensure both apps are connected inside of Zapier. And then you'll be able to create a Zap where the initial appointment is booked, and then you can create a project inside of Dubsado. What I recommend is having a form with your external scheduler where you are capturing the information of that client or prospect, such as their first name, last name, and an email address. And then you can use that information. Zapier will pull that information for you to create the project inside of Dubsado. It will also give you the option to actually apply a workflow. So you want to have that workflow ready so that you can actually attach it to your Zap. And again, you'll probably use the same method as the previous when someone books a call outside of the workflow. So you won't have automated emails going out via Dubsado, but you will pop an approval action on the first email, for example. But you can also categorize your new prospects. So you can set up the project status to say, these are the people who have booked a call. And so that still allows you to organize your leads coming into Dubsado. So that was a lot of information. Let me know if you found any of that useful, and if you use the Dubsado scheduler or if you use a third-party scheduler to kickstart your process. If you do, let me know if this has helped you to identify the best way for you to kickstart your inquiry process. I highly recommend mapping out your process if you are new to this, and if you want some help, you're more than welcome to come and join us in the She Talks Systems Facebook community, and I share how I do this, and also others share best methods for mapping their processes as well. You can also get started with Dubsado. I'm going to drop my affiliate link below under this video, and you can get started with Dubsado and get a 30% discount off of using Dubsado. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I love to see you guys here. If you haven't subscribed as yet, definitely subscribe, drop a like, and let me know that you enjoyed this video. We drop a new video every single week, and I cannot wait to see you the next time. Thanks for watching.